Welcome back to another Talk Dragon Tuesday here on the RPW Gaming channel, and this is RPW. Welcome to my channel. Now, I do have a massive headache that's been going on for like 3 weeks now, and I finally found out that it's a cervigenic headache, and it is really booming today, so I'm going to be going through this video as quickly as possible so that I'm not killing my head. With that being said, what are we going to be going over today? Well, first of all, it is week 5 of the Summerkai season, and it is July 2nd, 2019. Now, that means that the second wave, which was due to come out, is coming. So we're going to be going over the dragon and the rider that you can expect to see, as well as some information on the upcoming event, and reviewing a last event's new feature called the Assault. I'll let you know what my personal thoughts were. And of course, if you're new to my channel, I want to welcome you, but don't forget before you leave to hit that subscribe button and that bell so you don't miss out on future videos, because if you miss, you're going to miss out on the chance to enter in my weekly giveaways. That's right, every week you can enter for a chance to win a $20 in-game pack here on my channel, but you've got to know the details on what to do because every week it might change. So be sure to stick around in today's video so you know exactly what it is you need to do in order to win. And in every case, you will be commenting a specific thing at the bottom of the video. So like I said, stick around. Now, as for this week, it will be the Temple Raid. If you are absolutely brand new to the game, to WarDragons in general, this is the PvP portion of our events within a season. Now, the Temple Raid, I do have a video on that you can go check out. So just go into this, you can go into the search engine, just put in RPW Temple Raid, and you'll find another Talk Dragon Tuesday where I really go over this. Now, I finally got all my dragons prepared for the Temple Raid. I was hoping to get a Temple Raid video out for you guys, but if I can't get the chiropractor to fix this freaking headache, I don't know that I'll get it done. But in the Temple Raid, you're going to be going up against other teams on 5 different islands that has a storm. Be sure to pay attention to what your team tells you to do and hit those targeted islands because you don't want to waste those points. Then, of course, at the end, once you've finished every island, you'll be going up against the environment, which is where you're going to be gaining your team's points from. Anyways, there's a lot more information on that, so be sure to check out the guides on that, guys. I'm still pretty proud of that song, guys. I'm still pretty proud. Anyways, guys, so yes, Summerkai season continues, and like I said, we are in week 5, which means wave 2 of Summerkai season is here. Now, we're going to be going over the dragon and the rider that are coming out, so get ready so you can decide on what prize you might want to go for. Now, first of all, the first dragon here, I cannot pronounce his name because like I said, I've had a headache. I haven't really had time to watch anything. I believe it would be Kalanath? I have no idea. But anyways, this guy is beautiful. He is a wind warrior, legendary wind warrior, I should add, and absolutely a beautiful dragon. Now, he's going to have 4 different spells, which is Reef Familiar, Vapor Shield, Rampage, and Spell Flux, as you'll see here on the right side of the screen. Now, let's go through each of these spells, and that way you can understand exactly what each one does. Okay, so the first spell here is Reef Familiar, and if you are at all familiar when it comes to the Dragon Equester, it's a lot like her spell, which is called Lightning Familiar. Now, this dragon is going to be able to summon a warrior dragon that has 500% of the dragon's HP as health, and it'll put out 1% of the dragon's HP as attack damage. Now, this dragon will absorb 40% of all incoming damage received by this dragon. Now, here's the thing. It's going to have less absorption, as for example, what Equester had. And Equester did have where it would actually boost up its rage. And don't see that in this case here, at least with the information they gave me. Now, the Vapor Shield, which is an active blue 0 rage spell, will block 30% of incoming damage and restore 14% of the dragon's modified HP for a total of 5 seconds. So that is all incoming damage, guys. That's not just for something that is elemental. So this is a great shield to have. 30% though is the amount. Now, Rampage is an active white 2 rage spell, and upon activation, Rampage will activate the following for 4.5 seconds, increase the attack of damage by 100%, heals 20% of the dragon's HP for each tower destroyed, and increases rage regeneration by 50%. And it has a 10-second cooldown. Now, that alone is a great spell for any dragon. in general. Alright, so let's jump into Spell Flux, active white 2 rage spell as well. And this will destroy targeted towers, prioritizing mage towers first, dealing 3.5% of the dragon's might of 8 HP as damage. Basically, you're going to be able to kill out one mage tower, and it generally will go for the red mage first. But if you can take out the red and the blue, then you can use that blue spell that it has. Now let's talk about the runes and glyphs. The epic rune of Wind Song increases your rampage duration. Same with the legendary and the mythic. However, the legendary and the mythic will also give you an increase on your warrior attack. So this dragon, I don't know that it's going to be worth it unless you can get it all the way with those runes for that reason alone. All right, so let's jump into the rider. Rider is Anno? I have no idea how to pronounce it. I am so sorry, guys. Anyways, this very cool looking rider here is going to be available along with these portraits. And as with, of course, they've changed the fact that you can get now rider shards instead of the actual gear. This is when you're going to be able to get earth, ice, and wind shards for your riders. So that is something that you guys can go for if you're needing one of these specific elements, especially if you don't have Atlas and this is your only way to get it. So earth, ice, and wind will be what you'll get through this rider. Now, when it comes to its skill set, it does have quite a punch to him with Dragon HP. I'm sure it's supposed to be attack, right? I copy pasted this stuff, guys, but maybe it is. Maybe it's HP twice. I have no idea. Anyways, if this gets corrected, we'll figure it out from there. But anyways, if you want to screenshot that, you can share that with others. All right, now let's jump into the assault. And my opinion of this, which is definitely that it needs improvement. So I did do some recording. So as we, chit chat, I'll show you, just let it play in the background what I did through the event. And I want to let you know what my personal thoughts were about this new feature. All right. So the thing with this event, I expected it to be like temporary because that's pretty much what they said. However, even though I have, experted dragons, lots of them with runes, all the way up to like, I think it passed Garnet, and I struggled, and I mean, maybe because I have had a headache and it's just really hard to think right now, but I know my husband even struggled. Like, he was so angry with this event. I think that they overpowered these bases a bit much. I mean, especially considering it's supposed to be bases that we see, and I could go in with 3 dragons in some instances that were completely experted, non-divines, with riders, big riders that I take off my bigger dragons. And I still would really not be able to get through the last, 2 bases, which I get, because that one was worth more. But there was even instances where I couldn't get through the second set. And I just felt like, that was a bit much. I think that when it comes to these specifics, bases that they chose, I think that the lower tiered shouldn't have been so difficult. Number one, to prevent that discouragement to those newer players. It just seems like that the names that you saw on the global thing, because I kept seeing people go, well, it's not impossible because people are on the global. Well, a lot of those names are old-time players. If you go through those, a lot of those are old-time players, and they have divines that go back quite a way. So anybody that's new to the game is really going to struggle in order to get through these in some instances, and I just felt that that was really an unfair setting, personally. Now, I did manage to get, I think it was like 31 of them or 32 of the checkpoints done throughout the whole thing. And I gave up like day 3. I was just like, I cannot do this. My head hurts so much. I think my husband said that he got like 14 maybe. And he fought and fought and fought trying to get this, but he just could not get it. And he has old divines. So I don't know. I know, but he's not like a big player, you know what I mean? Like, he doesn't play a lot, so he doesn't have divines very far or lots of runes for them or anything. But some of the stuff in those alts had like a better preparation versus his main for some reason. Like, some of the dragons that would stay divine lower because he didn't get it as far. So unfortunately, I don't think that it was very user-friendly in the sense of the base difficulty levels. I think that the first set should have been much easier. The second set should have been a little bit easier. The third set, maybe a slice easier on certain ones, like gold. That was just ridiculous. I mean, absolutely freaking ridiculous. So, but my hope is that they're going to see how everybody did. They're going to be able to look at it a full broad spectrum and say, okay, let's look at the numbers. Do we need to take the bases down a little bit? Was there a glitch? I think we'll know by the next time this event runs around. And that might be why it only costed 2 energy, is because it was really technically the first go. So try not to be too upset with this event yet. Let's see what PG does with this in the future. However, dude, I got so many chests by getting through the amount that I did. So I can't complain too darn much. That was pretty awesome in itself. But anyways, let's go ahead and jump into the information on the giveaway for this week, because I think at any minute my head is going to literally blow off my shoulders. All right, so with that being said, we're going to be going through the information on how you can enter in for this week's contest. Now, keep in mind, guys, that all of these prizes are distributed by WarDragons, but that it's actually me that communicates this to them. So if for some reason it's been 2 weeks, you have not got a prize, make sure you message me first. I will contact them for you through a different channel, and we will get those prizes out to you. However, if it's because you've changed your name, WarDragons has a strict rule that you cannot change your name in the middle of a prizing thing. We're not going to go chase you down. So if you're planning to change your name this week, I would just skip out altogether. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about what it was this week. It was a riddle, which was something like, my sand is red, my skin is, I don't even know. My sand is red, my eyes are blue, or my skin is blue, I have no legs, so can you guess who, or something like that. But anyways, several of you guys got this right. It was like 99% of you guessed Dreth, which was correct. So we're just going to do the random comment picker, and as long as it says Dreth, you will be the winner. And there we go. So there is the winner of this week's contest, Van Man 1. You are the lucky winner of this week's contest. So I will send your information up to the, I wanted to say FRG. That's a completely different volunteer thing that I do. I'm going to send your information up to WarDragons, and they will, of course, get your prize out to you in the next couple weeks. So congratulations, and good luck on the next one. All right, so guys, this week, all I need you to do is go to the bottom of the video and comment on what you thought the assault was. Like, did you like it? Did you think it was overpowered? Do you wish there should be a change? What change do you think it should be? Whatever you want to say, and of course, your in-game name. Let me know what you think. All right, guys, before you go, don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you don't already subscribe. And, of course, hit that bell so you don't miss out on future notifications. Anyways, happy hunting.